Hello, my name is Zachary Downing, and I'm an actor here at Let's Get Rolling Films. And today I will be breaking down a scene from Stay, and I will be working through the process of how I got into that character, and yeah, let's get rolling.
Speaking of the lake, we were just there. It was so sick. When we go down there, we gotta...
Next time you won't be so lucky. Next time that I see you, Chucky, I'll see you.
Okay, so for that particular scene when they had me sing and stuff like that, that was actually one of our lines, was next time you won't be so lucky. That was one of our lines that we had to use. We had to use a prop, a for sale sign, and that was one of our, that was the line, obviously. And so our editor and our cameraman, our camera operator, Brandon Manderson, he was like, we want to use it in a different way. Like that particular line is gonna be put in a box. So we want to use it in a totally different fashion, like coming out of left field. And then, I don't know, we all just kind of came together, and then I just started singing that line, and then Brandon was like, yes, let's do that. So, and I was like, are you sure? Like, and he was like, yeah, he's like, they won't see it coming, like just put it into a song. And then later, actually, the voices at the end credits are by Christina Vasquez and Brandon Manderson singing the song. And we won Best Use of Line, so it actually worked out. Thanks, Brandon Manderson.
Hey, where you guys going? These dogs aren't gonna eat themselves. Come on, guys. Guys, where you going? Back to the lake? I mean, you guys have to stay. I mean, I said stay!
What's your deal, bro? We paid good money for this house. The least you can do is stay out of our way.
Hey, Cooper.
You guys are make jokes. I mean, you guys have to stay. I guess the barbecue's on.
So what you just saw was, obviously, my character was in a little bit of distraught, and he didn't want the two to leave. They wanted to go down to the lake for their little Memorial Day weekend, and as the Airbnb owner, I didn't want them to leave at all because I have some emotional attachments that I have to like my personal character. So we were running through that scene over and over, and I remember Christian Hayes coming up to me, and Christian was like, yeah, how mad like should I be with this line and stuff like that? And I told him, I was like, go in the house, get ready, like just get as mad as you can, and then don't show anyone. And that way it can be like kind of just a natural flow to the scene of me and him going back and forth almost. Like just the reactions that I was giving was almost kind of real because we've been in arguments before, so like they'll get a little elevated and stuff like that. Not too elevated like that, but camera was rolling, action, and he just started yelling at me, coming out of left field, but I took it as like whoa, like you're yelling at me, but I'm in this emotional distraught. So I had to keep that in mind where I was feeling a little emotional about them leaving, but also like mad that he's getting in my face about this. So yeah. And the other actor was Evan Beebe, great guy, sick mustache.
You guys have to stay. I told you guys have to stay. Guess that's the barbecue's over, right?
Hey, Parker, man. Look, it's gonna be...
For that particular scene, we were going through it a couple of times. Me throwing the hot dogs, it was just a funny little bit that I decided to do. We were going kind of over it, rehearsing. Christina Vasquez, our director, was telling us to kind of rehearse it and stuff. And for that particular scene, I had to just start like kind of obviously started to cry. My co-star, obviously Angela Vasquez, comes up to me in that scene and tries to cheer me up and get me out of my funk. But for that particular scene to cry in such a short amount of time, we were running out of daylight. It was like kind of the ending shot of the day. You have to be in like a different headspace. You can't. I remember them. I can hear them, off camera while we were rehearsing, and they were just like Evan and Christian. They were like going back and forth with jokes and laughing, and Angela was also laughing and joking around, and I was on the ground, and I was just trying so hard to like block out everything that they were saying and focus on this scene, and it like just to stay in character and to eventually have my eyes start to well up and water up. It's a really hard scene in a short amount of time, you don't want to break character, especially if you're already in that flow. Keep invested into the character as much as you can.
No, it's not. It's not okay. You guys have to stay.
No, we don't have to stay, but you don't have to stay either.
I have to stay for him.
Look, you lost somebody. I lost somebody too. I know it's hard.
But I'm stuck.
You don't have to be. I'm telling you, it gets easier every single day.
I'm not a good person.
Yeah, but you know what you are good at being? A zebra. It's all right.
Okay, I absolutely love that interaction between Angela and I. It shows the sort of bond, the bond between, you know, her character and my character. You can kind of tell in the film that her character has also gone through something similar, and she's already gotten out of it. Of course, she's gotten out of that headspace and that mindset. And so she notices all these like little tics and these little, these emotional cries for help. And she comes over and so that scene particularly is her recognizing that he has a problem and himself and trying to dig himself out of this grave he just keeps digging for himself. Great scene. Music by Nick Chamberlain. Amazing music. NCC Audio, check it out. And then the music. I really love the ending of Stay. I really do. I really like the ending. I think it shows, they were like, I don't know, Christina and Brandon, they were just going back and forth and like they're saying like, you know, how are we gonna end this? How are we gonna do we want to show him going down the steps? Do we not? And I think it came together as like a nice little ending to show that he's willing to go down and like leave everything behind him. And I thought it was beautifully done. It was kind of like, for me as an actor going through that character, in my mind as the character I was thinking, it was more like, okay, well obviously like you don't want to seem like too eager. You don't want to be, it's almost like you feel defeated in a way when like you get out of that mindset. You feel kind of like, well, kind of empty because like you have, like that's all you were focused on. And then now that you're freed, what else can you grab onto, you know? So the closest thing, he was like trying to keep his mind occupied by just kind of cleaning up his mess during his freak out. And then, you know, that moment ended like that. So he was like, you know, what else am I gonna have to do? I might just take him up on that offer and just go down to the lake. But anyways, that was the scene from Stay, the emotional scene from Stay that I had to go through. That's my first time watching it. Thank you so much for watching that breakdown of Stay. Feel free to like, comment, do whatever, subscribe. Please subscribe. And more videos coming out soon. Bye, let's get rolling.